Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger. And my friends, today we have a stats driven video. Based off a previous video, there was some requests on just tallying who exactly are the most and least played characters throughout all of Guilty Gear Strive, and that is exactly what this video is. It'll be a little bit of a snapshot in time, as it's right now when I'm posting this video, and it's for specifically the character usage throughout PC and PlayStation, both systems, for December of this year, 2021. And simply put, we're just going to be breaking down who's popular and who's not. There's a lot of factors behind this, naturally, of course, right? And just so you know how the statistics are going in here, we're using the in-game statistics, specifically the monthly win count rankings, as this gives us an idea of the amount of unique users per character. So it does not matter how much any one person has picked a character. Old FAB, you know, the Potemkin god himself, he's got over 1,000 wins this month. Amazing, fantastic, right? But his win count won't matter. He only counts as one person for this ranking. So it's each time every character has been picked at least once in an online match. That is how we're getting our numbers. So as long as the character has been picked at least one time, win or lose, doesn't matter, that goes to our total tally. So the numbers are just exactly that. Doesn't take into account who's playing the character, doesn't take into account how many times someone played a particular character, how much they won or lost, just amount of unique users per character for the month of December. So that all mentioned, and once again, this is between all the PlayStation versions and PC versions of the game put together. So there's one anomalous little thing here. Who's the most played character in the game right now? Is it Soul Bad Guy? Is it Potemkin? No, of course not Potemkin. Is it JackO? No. It's Happy Chaos. Happy Chaos is actually the most played character for the month of December. Why? Because he's the brand new DLC. So of course he's the most popular character. If you move forward a couple months forward, or obviously not a couple months back, then Happy Chaos would not be number one, right? So he's new, he's the new hotness, everyone loves him. So he's kind of inflating the numbers a little bit. Outside of December, don't expect him to be the most played character. So outside of that, yes, he's number one. I just want to bring that up. So outside of the Happy Chaos bump, who is the most popular character in the game overall? And it's the same PlayStation, it's the same on PC. It's not Soul Bad Guy. And you're probably thinking, what? How is it not Soul? He's the guy. Well, it turns out he is the guy, but Kai is the guy. So no matter what system you're playing on, Kai is, besides the Happy Chaos December bump, the most popular and uniquely used character in all of Guilty Gear Strive, and honestly makes perfect sense. He's incredibly easy to use by the rest of the cast standard. He's very intuitive to use. He's the closest thing to Ryu from Street Fighter, you know, the Omni archetype of all of fighting games. He has the uppercut, he has the fireball, all that kind of stuff, right? So Kai is the overall, besides Happy Chaos for the month of December, most played character in Guilty Gear Strive. And as for our least played character, no matter what system you're playing on, it is indeed Goldlewis, because Goldlewis is basically a lot of things Kai is not. He's not intuitive. His motion and moveset is very difficult, even at the best of times sometimes. And if you are a newer player, or if you're not made to Strive your primary game, forget it. The whole Behemoth Typhoon system makes basically no sense, and it's difficult to pull off on pad to boot, which is the most common form to control your character in a fighting game. So who would have thunk it, right? Character very easy to use, very popular. Character very hard to use, not too popular. And keeping with that, the other not popular characters, but in terms of just, you know, not being picked, your bottom characters are JackO, they are Zato, and coming in at number 2, least played, is Axel. Axel, yeah, I know you guys hate him, he's hard to fight against, he's weird, but he's not picked that much. It doesn't matter how potentially strong he is and how much he wins certain matchups. Axel's weird. Axel's difficult to use if you're not used to that style of character, right? So he is only above Goldlewis in terms of being picked. So that all said, now let's just give you the hard numbers here. So who are the most played characters and least played characters? So coming in at number 1, the most played character by unique users for the month of December 2021 is indeed Happy Chaos. Number 2 is Kai. Number 3 is Soul. Number 4 is Ramlethal. Number 5 is Nagoriyuki. Yes, Nagoriyuki is in the top 5 of most played characters by unique users. Number 6 is Giovanna. Number 7, Potemkin. Surprised to see him pretty high up there. Number 8 is Chipp. Number 9 is Eno. Number 10 is Millia. Number 11 is Leo. Number 12 is Faust. Number 13 is Anji. Number 14, May. Number 15, JackO. Number 16, Zato. Number 17, Axel. And finally coming in at our least played character in the game, it is Goldlewis Dickinson. Now, some interesting things between the two platforms. So on PC and PlayStation, the numbers are actually kind of the same in terms of usage. On either system, Goldlewis is the least played character. On both systems, outside of the Happy Chaos month bump, for December, Kai is the most played character. So for the most part, they actually almost line up 1-to-1. There's very little differences between both. If you want to see the hard numbers, I'll put them in the video description. The other thing I found quite a bit surprising while I've been doing the research and getting all these numbers is the PC version of the game is actually seemingly a bit more popular than the PlayStation version of the game. For the most point, when it comes to unique users per character, on almost all characters, the PC version has more unique users per character, meaning, therefore, there's just more people playing. This is at odds with how it usually goes. Now, for more niche titles, yeah, the PC version's more popular, but for more mainstream titles, generally speaking, the PlayStation version is more popular. Like Street Fighter V, you'll always find more people on PlayStation than you will on PC, right? But in this case, the PC version of Guilty Gear Strive is seemingly more popular than the PlayStation version. That's not good, that's not bad, it's not really anything other than interesting. I can say at the very least when I was collecting these numbers, it's not a stat I was expecting to show up. But it is what it is, and there you go. So it would seem that overall there is more people playing on the PC version than the PlayStation version. Another thing I found mildly surprising is simply Nagoriyuki. He's obviously super cool, and we've gotten a lot better at figuring him out compared to the earlier days when everyone was very confused by the character. But I didn't expect him to be top 5, especially over like Giovanna, Eno, and another thing at that, I was very shocked to find that May, of all characters, was in the bottom 5. Now, May's a charge character, so I know a lot of people, they don't like charge characters. I love charge characters. Give it a chance. That's what I say, right? But she's pretty easy to use. She's pretty popular, and she's just really down there in the character usage list. Like, even, like, Faust is above her, and, like, Faust is a much more complicated character on pretty much every possible level. And yet, Little C Gorilla Girl is near the bottom of the barrel, and that's pretty surprising. But there you go, my friends. So that is the stats as they stand. I'll post more detailed, like, hard number stuff in the video description so you can look at that. And otherwise, let me know what you think. Are you surprised by some of these, or are some of these not really a shocker to you? Anything stat related, anything number wise, let's chat about it. Let's give it a go. And other than that, that's the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Guilty Gear.